So that stewardship and that passion for keeping nature alive and happy becomes sort of a passionate religious pursuit versus an MBA of, but that's part of why you make these good decisions.
Yeah,
because you've got that heart in it.
Well, because we're ultimately, what we want to do is make decisions. Our decisions are based on, we want healthier immune systems, not sicker immune or weaker immune systems. That's one. Number one, we want more dancing earthworms. If we've got dancing, copulating earthworms, everything kind of works. All right. We want more just innate health in the landscape. We want diversity. We want a better water cycle on the farm. We want to see springs run better. We want to see fewer floods, less drought. So we're building forgiveness into the landscape because nature is not always an easy taskmaster. It's hot, dry, flood, wind, whatever. And so part of our responsibility as stewards is to build what I call redemption or forgiveness into the landscape. So we build ponds so we don't flood the Potomac during winter rainfall, and we can meter that water out in a drought in the summer and create Eden. I mean, if the amount of soil that's been moved in this Shenandoah Valley had been, instead of gone to produce corn for herbivores, which shouldn't eat corn anyway, and instead all that soil had been moved tucking ponds in all the hills and hollers, we would absolutely be Eden here. We would be flood resistant, we would be drought resistant, and it would be a totally different situation. But instead, we turned all that soil upside down, the rain came, washed it away, and now we've got rock piles, and our fertility's gone down to the Chesapeake Bay and ruined the crab. Again, all this innate luxury we've squandered. So our responsibility here is to recreate that indigenous resource wealth that was here before it was pillaged by Europeans.
So really it's that fear that people have that they're not going to survive. They've got to, I've heard so many people say when they built that big chicken house or the turkey building that finally they could relax. They had a secure sense of income, and there were hassles and problems, but they didn't lose the farm.
Right.
And so there are people that are just so desperate to survive, and then we've got government officials that are embarrassed that they haven't protected us enough, and we've got consumers they're being irrational in their demands of cheap food and infinite ultimate protection of nothing ever going wrong, and they never get their feet dirty.
Right.
At the same time that they have all of this beautiful stuff. So how do we, you're speaking, we're doing a TV show. Exactly. How do we get this really working?
We just keep doing what we're doing. I mean, the only way what revolutions happen or changes happen is one person at a time from the bottom up. It doesn't normally happen from the top down. Top down usually is circle the wagons and protect the status quo. That's top down. Bottom up is true change of whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think we're doing it.
Right.
It just the fact that this venue even exists for us to even talk and communicate with people indicates a climate of change in the countryside that, hey, somebody's watching.